Alright guys, we are back and today we're going to be throwing some new goodies on the Springfield Echelon 4.0C, so let's jump into it. I bought this gun a while back, did an overview video on it, and today's the day that we're going to start outfitting it with some of the parts that I've got for it. Now this isn't all the parts that I'm planning on using on this, but I'm tired of this thing sitting around on my bench with nothing on it. So we're going to get this thing outfitted. Before we get into the parts I'm going to use, make sure you subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, share the videos, all that kind of stuff. It really helps the channel out, helps us grow, and helps me do cool videos like this. And with all my videos, I will have a build list. That'll be the first link in the description, or you can follow the QR code. That'll take you to my website where I have more information about the stuff I use, whether it's tools or whatever the case is. Anything we talk about in the videos, you can find more info over there. You can also find channel merchandise if you want to pick up a hat or a t-shirt or a hoodie or whatever. Go check that stuff out. But let's take a look at the stuff I got for this. So first off, we're going to be throwing a red dot on this. I'm going to be putting an Osight S on this. It's a small compact red dot that'll be good for concealed carry, which I'm planning to do with this gun. It's enclosed, so I won't have to worry about dust or lint or anything like that. It has a multi-reticle system, so you can have the dot, the circle, or the circle and the dot, which is a good option for pretty much everybody out there. You can kind of set it up how you like it. Next up, I'm going to be throwing on some night vision night sights. The front sight post on this is glow in the dark, so it comes from the factory like that, but I'm going to throw those night vision night sights on there. They're some of my favorites, and I set up all my carry guns like that. You never know if or when you're going to have to use this, so I like to be prepared. Any gun that I'm potentially going to carry, set up kind of in a similar fashion so it's familiar if I do have to use it. Along those same lines, I got a weapon light for this. The weapon light I'm putting on it is a holosun PID HC. I really like these weapon lights. They're rechargeable, they're good looking, they're not that expensive, and they got some pretty good light output. So that's what I'll be running on this. I also have one of those on my other Echelon. Nice thing about that is it will be compatible with the holster that I have from Four Brothers. So I can use this holster for either gun, the full size or the 4.0C. I don't have to buy another holster for a different weapon light. So that'll be nice to be able to utilize that. And then I've also got some Tyrant goodies for this. I've got their ITTS trigger that I'm going to put in this. It's just a trigger shoe, but from what I've heard, it makes quite a difference, and I really like the Tyrant stuff. I've also got the Tyrant extended magazine release. It changes it from being ambidextrous to one-sided, kind of keeps it flush on the one side, and it's extended a little bit for a better purchase. With that Osight red dot, they have two different versions. They have one that's black or one that is, I think they call it olive drab green, and it's kind of right in the middle between flat dark earth and ODG. I'm going to throw that on there, see how I like it. If it looks a little goofy, I might put a black one on there, but that's the one I'm going with right off the rip because I think that'll look pretty good. I'm still waiting on a few other upgrades for this that I'm going to be putting out in the future, so make sure you're subscribed so you guys can see that video once I get those and get them thrown on here. Well, let's jump over to the bench and I'll get this stuff thrown on. So this is that holosun weapon light. I think that's going to look good on there. Comes with a bunch of different keys so you can mount it on whatever gun you have. I do like these side paddles for activation versus kind of the up and down ones that come on like an X300. And I've had nothing but good luck with the holosun PID that I have on my other Echelon. Here's that Tyrant trigger shoe, and like I said, that's all it is. You can get these in a bunch of different colors. They're very easy to install, and supposedly they make quite a difference. And then this is that extended mag release. Has some nice texture on it. Again, it gets rid of the ambidextrous feature of that, but that'll be nice because that kind of hits my hand when I'm shooting. It'll be nice to have that a little bit extended, have a little bit of knurling on there, and be able to release that magazine a little bit easier. This is my Four Brothers holster that I mentioned. Again, I use this with my full-size Echelon with the holosun PID. I really love the Four Brothers holsters. They're kind of my go-to. So make sure and check them out over the build list. And then this is that Olight Osight, and it's kind of a mix between FDE and ODG. It's nice and enclosed, so you won't get any lint or dust or anything in there. It comes with a built-in kind of backup iron sight if the gun you're putting it on eliminates your rear sight. But like I said, if this looks kind of goofy on there, I might put a black one on there. These are rechargeable, and they come with a little charging hood. So when you slap that on there, it charges up your red dot, gives you a nice indicator on what the battery percentage is, and then you can just recharge it through a USB-C cable. When you hit the range or whatever, pop that hood off and you're always fully charged. And then these are those night vision optics ready stealth series sights. They have tritium in them. They glow really bright. These are my go-to sights that I put on pretty much everything. I love the night vision stuff, so I'm going to swap out those factory sights for these ones. And then like I mentioned, if you guys want any more info on anything, any tools I use, any of the products, make sure you hit that build list, follow the QR code. I'll have more information over there. It helps you guys out and it helps me out to where I don't have to answer a bunch of questions in the comments. So make sure and go check that out. But I'm going to start throwing this stuff on. Real quick before we start, I am going to do a trigger pull test on this. Show you guys what this is pulling at right now. It shouldn't change much. All we're doing is changing the trigger shoe, but I just want to kind of see what the difference is before and after. So I'm just going to be using my Lyman digital trigger pull gauge. This isn't 100% accurate as far as pull weight goes, but it's giving us a starting reference and an ending reference. £4, 8.8 ounces. £4, 15.1 ounces. £3, 5.4 ounces. So we're averaging a 4 pound, 4.4 ounce trigger before. Alright, we got this all put together. Let's do another trigger pull test, see what this thing is pulling at. Again, I don't think it'll change much, it's just a trigger shoe. .53. Four even. 3.16. So we're averaging a 3 pound, 13 ounce trigger. So essentially it didn't change much, but that's everything installed. Let's jump back up off the bench and take a closer look at it. All right, so we got all that stuff installed. Got that weapon light on there. I don't think that looks too bad. Got that new Tyrant trigger in there, that Osight, those new night vision optics ready sights, and then we got that new mag release. That mag release is really nice. Functions just how it should. Has that nice texture on it so your finger doesn't slip off. Again, I like how that light has those kind of side paddles to activate it. I think that's a little bit easier for me. That trigger made a nice difference. Let me show you. It got rid of quite a bit of that take up. The weight and the break is about the same. and the reset's about the same. So one of the benefits of that is a different angle of the shoe and got rid of a bunch of that take up. With those night vision sights, I can 100% co-witness through that red dot. Now on the Echelon, it comes with an optic system that you can mount pretty much any red dot on here. So there is a little bit of a gap in the back and on the front with that red dot, but I really like these red dots and I think that's going to be an awesome option on here. It's nice and compact, won't print, it's enclosed, all that stuff. The only thing I'm unsure about is the color on that. So you guys in the comments, let me know what you guys think about that red dot on there, if I should keep that one or go with the black version. But the Echelon's a great platform. I'm really liking them. And then here's how it fits in my Four Brothers holster. Fits perfect. These are tall enough for any sights you put on here. They are optic cut, so if you have an optic on there, it's cut for that. Has nice retention on that light. So I think this thing's about ready to be concealed carried. Let me know what you guys think about the upgrades I've done today. Like I mentioned, I do have a few more planned that are in the works. I just haven't got them yet. So make sure you're subscribed so when I get that stuff, you guys can see that video as well. Don't forget to go check out the build list. That'll be the first link in the description, or you can follow the QR code. That just has more information about the stuff I use, any tools, any of the products, anything like that. It's just information only. I don't sell anything over there other than hats, t-shirts, and hoodies. If you guys want one of those, go pick one of those up. But as always, thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, and we'll check you guys on the next one.